abroad, be it 4 children in Birmingham or Medgar Evers or Lumumba over in Africa, I think this same violence has come back to claim one of their own. Now, being an old farm boy myself, chickens coming home to roost never made me sad. In fact, it's only made me glad.
And to my people, to my black people, this is not our fight. Stay out of it. It's not our fight. They said violence had no place in politics. They weren't saying that during the civil rights, back when they was assassinating us then. It didn't apply then. Let it fly now. It's not our fight. Let the white people handle it.
Hey, Anthony.
Yeah.
Did you see that Charlie Kirk was shot and killed today at a university event?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, pretty much the same thing that I think anytime somebody dies due to gun violence in the U.S., which is that all of this could have been avoided, and we need massive gun reform to prevent things like this from happening in the future. Although, if we're going to talk about gun violence today, I'd rather talk about the school shooting in Colorado, where 4 children were critically injured.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, it happened at about the same time. There's some news reporting on it, but not a lot of it. And, it's one in a long line of almost weekly school shootings in the U.S. that's constantly being ignored by the media, and one where the victims were innocents. Kirk, by contrast, while not deserving to be shot, was an awful person and one of many conservative influencers who's directly responsible for the state that the country is currently in, including all of the gun violence.
How so?
Well, to start with, the event he was shot at today was one of his infamous outdoor debate events that he's known for. And while he was shot, he was in the process of arguing against gun control, which is something that he's done frequently in the past. He's quoted from 2023 as saying that he thinks it's worth it to have the cost of some gun deaths every year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our God-given rights. Which, some makes it sound like it's just a few people that die each year, but something like 45,000 people died or were injured last year due to gun violence. 500 of those deaths were due to mass shootings, and 5,000 of those deaths or injuries were teens or children, 4 of which were those kids today, right? That's not a few, that's a crisis. And until his very last breath, literally, Kirk was arguing in favor of more guns and blaming trans people for mass shootings. He was also responsible for, I think, a lot of toxic masculinity thoughts and the type of things that encourage people to gun violence in the first place. This is a result of that, right? I don't think he should have died. I don't wish gun violence on anybody, but almost called this upon himself.
What do you think of Trump's reaction to this in comparison to the reactions to the school shootings?
I mean, it's ironic that they're having a vigil in D.C. for Kirk, who's again, right, been a supporter of gun violence for all this time, while you have all these many school shootings that happen and Trump can't even be bothered to talk about most of them. When these Democratic reps were assassinated a little while ago in Minnesota, Trump could barely be bothered to say anything about them or to call Tim Walz, the governor of the state, as is typically customary in these type of things. Basically brushed the whole thing off. And now he's calling, Kirk legendary, basically because, Kirk was a big supporter of his.
Do you think they're going to use this as a false flag event?
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if they did. False flag implies that they set it up, and, I haven't seen anything to indicate that that's true. It wouldn't really surprise me either way if this was something they set up, but it's certainly unfortunate timing considering that it's going to draw focus away from the Epstein files and we continue to have more and more information come out.
Charlie Kirk just got his ass fucking blasted. Saw that one coming, bro. This is the problem. This is the problem with America, like I just said in my last. People that consistently go around preaching hate, talking about race, talking about racism, pulling up these fake ass statistics, bro. All this shit is propaganda, and if people don't see through it, then you're just an idiot. Because like I say, only clowns believe in the fucking circus. And unfortunately, Charlie was going around talking all this shit with all these fake statistics because we know why black people have a higher crime rate than white people. We know their neighborhoods are overly policed, unlike white neighborhoods. We know that white people who commit violence and crime have the money for lawyers and all these other things to get out of those situations. I went to school with someone in high school who beat the fucking dog shit out of another white kid with a fucking crowbar, but his parents had money and he got out of it. That didn't go in the crime statistics. And that's why I'm saying these statistics are fucking bullshit. I took college stats in college, and it is so easy to manipulate this shit. And he goes around and uses that as his foundation to talk shit about black people, to talk shit about Mexicans, to talk shit about minorities. And all you're doing is preaching fucking hate, getting people riled up, getting people anxious, getting people on edge, and it fucking backfired on you. So this was your own fault, and you have no one to blame but your fucking self.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna talking about the new episode, which is very crazy. Guys, imagine black Americans reacting to the death of Charlie Kirk. And let me tell you something, guys. These reactions are honest and raw and completely unfiltered. Some are showing sympathy and others are showing cold. And others are saying he created this energy for himself. Guys, let's talk about it. I will be back in a while.
I want to start by saying that I don't care about any political views. I don't care about worldly divisive opinion. I don't care about any kind of worldly divisive thought process, worldly divisive lifestyle practices. I care about the heart posture of my brothers and sisters. And what you saw today was petrifying, to say the least. And this was not a political thing. This was a prophetic thing. All of this is prophetic. The feeling that you feel right now is not only grief, but it is the shift in the spirit of peace leaving the earth. And I need you to understand, this is a spiritual realm thing. This is what you are witnessing right now, the feeling that you're feeling right now, that shift in tone, that shift in feel, is what a lot of people have been feeling for a very long time, and it is coming to a head whether you like it or not, and it's only going to get worse. And I'm so sorry to give you the news, but it will. And this is not to scare you, but it's the truth, and it's terrifying, and it's very sad to say the least. I want to invite you to guard your heart more than ever. You're going to see people celebrating the death of a man today. In retaliation to that, in response to people celebrating, you're going to see the hearts of people who are righteous people growing cold towards those people who already have hearts that are cold. Do not allow your heart to grow cold. It says it in the book. The hearts of many will grow cold. It will be nation against nation, nationality against nationality. This is prophetic. Do not allow your heart to grow cold. We need to pray now more than ever. It's time. It's time. There's no more joking. I don't know how else, like, what else will allow you to get the hint. Like, this is not game time anymore. Prayers for Charlie Kirk and his family. Prayers for anyone suffering loss. May God have mercy on our souls. And if you have not accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, I'm inviting you that today is the day of salvation. Run with all your heart into the arms of the Savior.
So, Charlie Kirk getting shot is not just politics. This is actually a ritual. This happened days after a blood moon eclipse, during eclipse season. And whenever blood spills under eclipse, history shows us it's never just random. These things are symbolic. That blood moon in Pisces was about endings and karmic closure. Today, the moon squares Pluto, the planet of death, transformation, and power. So tension, violence, and control issues are already surfacing in the collective. Saturn is also retrograde in Pisces, which is calling for karmic lessons. Now, watch the media sorcery. What they're going to do is they're going to frame Charlie Kirk as a martyr, a fallen soldier for the cause. Trump is already flying flags at South Mass. This is perfect for energy harvesting. See, martyrdom is not just narrative, it's spell work. Notice how the media wants us to pour sympathy, regardless of this man's words or deeds. That's the spell. That's the sorcery. Turning controversy into martyrdom and pain into power and blood into energy harvesting. That's the energy harvesting. It's not about the man himself. It's about the symbolic power that his death can generate. Also, look at the numbers. This happened right after the 9-9 portal yesterday of completion and release, and today is 9-10. Numerology makes today a 1 day, a day of reset, a new beginning. Also, the anniversary of 9/11 is tomorrow. How convenient. Watch how this event will be used and narrated politically for power and also policy. So don't just react, decode. Eclipse season is a mirror. And ask yourself, whose story are you feeding with your attention? Because your focus is an altar and your energy is an offering, so protect it at all times. This isn't just about policy, race, or murder. It's about fear, it's about influence, and it's about control. Will you choose to focus on politics and the news, or your own personal power and the presidency and politics of your own life and those of your family? My name is Rob Blackstorm.
Some black people are saying we can't celebrate someone deaths. This is true, understandable. No matter who it is, that's about human respect. But others are saying, why should we care about someone who never cared about us? This is true, very nice questions. Actually, shows the pain and division that's been there for years. Why people feel this way? Charlie Kirk was known for strong political takes. Very understandable. And many times, black people affect those takes, attacked them or ignored their struggles. So now, when news of his death comes out, a lot of people don't feel sympathy immediately. And they feel like the same coldness he showed them is now being shown back. Oh my God, this is very understandable. And honestly, in the election, what stood out to me is the honesty. Black Americans didn't fake it. Some said, straight up, I don't care. Others said, this is sad, but it doesn't erase the damage he caused. Imagine, guys. That's unfiltered. Not everyone is going to mourn the same way, but what it teaches us, this moment shows how words and action matter immediately, guys. While you are alive, if people feel you used your voice to divide, and they won't cry for you. When you are gone, that's the reason here how you treat people while living will shape how they react when you die. Exactly. My guys, this is truly tragic. My person takes. After watching all the clips, I think it's reality check. We can disagree with someone, we can even dislike the politics, but death is always heavy immediately. Believe it's okay to be honest, and also remember the way we respond in this moment say a lot of about us. What's clear is the Charlie Kirk left behind a legacy that many black American fate was against them. Very understandable. Charlie Kirk left a legacy. And now we see that play out in real time. So, guys, family, I want to ask you, do you think black people are right to react with honesty? Even if it is sound good? Or should death always bring some level of respect? No matter who it is, drop your thoughts below because this conversation is not simple. I want to hear your real take. And guys, thanks for watching and remember to hit the subscribe button. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.